Welcome to my sprinkler repair disaster. So, initially, I thought I was just going to have to dig up this line right here. I'll show you. This line to about right there. But, what I ended up having to do was dig it up all the way around, all the way down to the end where my existing pipes were. This all was installed when I had the deck, because they had to move it out. They had to move it out from there to out here, and they replaced it with this shitty ass line. And as you can tell, it was broken and cracked for about 35 feet completely. And so what I'm gonna do is take that right there, which is a 3/4 inch. I've got this fitting here that will go over that, yeah, like so. Then I've got a 1-inch fitting right here, which this 3/4 inch fits in there to an inch, and then we'll go to a 1-inch pipe. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna cut this flush so it's a nice clean edge. Then we're gonna clean it, and then we're going to go ahead and get our parts installed. So what you want to do is you want to make sure this end here is square. Cut it off flush. We only cut a little bit. Get our rag. Make sure it's nice and clean. Our adapter, our primer. Prime the inside. Prime the outside of this one. Glue this one, glue the inside of this, pop your fitting on, make sure it's all the way countersunk on there, so that way you get a nice strong bond. Prime the outside of that. Adapter that goes to a 1-inch pipe. Prime both sides on the inside. Glue. Glue on the inside of your adapter. Push her on flush, and then we'll primer the outside of the pipe, glue the inside of our adapter, glue the outside of our pipe, put our pipe in, and hold her snug. Okay, so what I like to do is little cutting as possible, so we're going to move our sprinkler down a couple of feet. So we're going to keep the original cut line on this. We've got our adapter that goes to our 1/2 inch for our sprinkler. And you just want to do the same, clean it up, prime it. Set that on my foot so it doesn't get dirty. Prime both the inside and outside of this one really quick. Set that aside, let it dry. Glue. Glue on the inside of this. Hold that so it's nice and taut for about 30 seconds. Okay, so you got these two arrows on your sprinkler head. That has to be pointed in the direction you want the water to spray. So let's get our next section attached to this, and then we'll move on, and then I'll put the sprinkler on. Okay, so now we've got our other end going in, and we've got our full length. We've got our sprinkler. Now you can put Teflon tape on this. You don't have to. It is recommended, but you don't have to. So now that I've got this spun in, or into this side, we're gonna spin this into this side. And then we're just gonna twist this till it's all the way tight. And point it in the direction we want, like so. And then this, we will bury all the way down, just like that. And that's the end of the sprinkler. Alright, so we're at the end of it now. We've got our 3/4 inch pipe again. We've got a 3/4 inch adapter that will go on to the 3/4 inch. And it ended up being 40 feet. So 40 feet was bad in this line. I had this towel just sitting on this because I didn't want this end to get dirty again. And this place is all muddy because I had to soften the soil up because I couldn't dig it. I was getting tired after digging 40 feet. Get our adapter from 3/4 inch to 1 inch. Slimed up. And our 1 inch coupler. That all done up. And then plenty of sauce. You know how we like the sauce. Oh yeah, get the sauce on. Sauce this up real good. Alright. Make sure that's on there nice and tight before we do anything else. Let's push this line back just a tad. We got just enough play in this line that we can adjust it from one end to the other and pull it to where we need it. Alright, we got lots of juice on there that time. Get a little bit of juice up in here. Oh yeah, swab her up. Good, good. I had no idea I was going to have to replace 40 foot of line when I started this. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour. We're going to go ahead and test it now. So this is my control box. I got it set to off now. Let's switch it to auto. Wait until it kicks on. There we go. Hit manual. And that line was number 4. So once it goes to 1, there we go. Now we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll test it. And perfect. So we got that sprinkler working. This corner working. Oh, I got a busted one up there, it looks like. So let's go through the garage and figure that out. All right, so you can see we've got all of our sprinklers working. And that one, the two down there, and the two on the side of the house, the one over there. And so that was an all-day job just for the one line that was broken. I have another line that's broken. That is not going to happen today. So, because it's super hot outside now, and I'm just going to get to that one. I'll probably start digging that one up tonight when it gets cooler outside. So, alright, with that being said, peace guys. Hope this was instructional and helpful.